Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary. Last time we lost to Dark Phoenix because the scheme was really hard and I didn't even try to play around it in any way. You got a hard mastermind, you got a hard scheme, you shove them together, and it ends up being really hard. Today we're facing Apocalypse. He always leads the Four Horsemen. Four Horsemen villains get +2 attack. Apocalypse wins when famine, pestilence, war, and death have escaped. Master Strike, each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. So another mastermind that seems pretty hard. And his scheme is everyone hates Deadpool. Set up 6 twists, use at least one Deadpool's friend's hero. Special rules, all villains have revenge for their own villain groups. If they already have revenge, double it. Oh my god. Okay. Twist, each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest Deadpool cards or tied for fewest gains a wound. Evil wins when 3 villains per player have escaped. This is going to be really hard. We're also facing the Inhuman Rebellion and the Phalanx. We're playing as Shatterstar. I believe Shatterstar is the one that's going to be replaced with the Deadpool hero. Blade, the Warriors 3, Vision, and Scar, Son of Hulk. I predict terrible things happening, but I'm going to click this button and see what happens. Yep. Oh, we get Solo. My favorite Deadpool friend, Solo. We got a 5-3 split on both sides. That's cool. It's interesting. It means I can take this one immediately. Alright, so here's Famine. Famine gets +2 attack because of Apocalypse. And they have revenge for the Four Horsemen. All right. I mean, I'm taking guns on my guns. It's a 3 attack card. How many? Do you have a gun? You got some swords. You don't. I don't think you have a gun. Your name's Blade. Your name's not Gun. Um. Mostly, this is going to draw a solo card. But like, yeah, there's a gun. Maybe some of Blade's cards have guns. I don't know. I also need more tech cards to trigger this. I mean, I'm taking the 3 attack card. The Warriors 3 is a very interesting hero that I don't think I've ever used properly. Each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. You don't got none. Good timing for that, thankfully. I can't fight you. Probably just taking Scarred Past. Try and do an Instinct thing, maybe? Some of the Warriors 3 have Instinct. Stalk the Prey will be pretty good for pushing the Four Horsemen back so that they don't escape. Scheme Twist. Each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest Deadpool cards are tied for the fewest gains a wound. We got some wounds. Do you have a gun? No. You have a dagger. You got a batarang over there in your right hand. And then you got your swords on your back. But no guns. I'm going to take you anyways, just because it's going to be good to push the Four Horsemen villains back more so that they are less likely to escape. You have a gun? No. Alright, I'm getting kind of lucky with my early game. Not a whole lot threatening me. Not a ton of early escapes. Okay, how much do I want to push the instinct thing? So far I've only seen 3 instinct cards, and one of them's a rare, so I'm probably not going to be able to afford it. Oh, I like the flavor text here, because I was just going to treat this as Shatter, where Shatter rounds up, but this does not round up. 11 becomes 15 and a half, which matters because Solo has a lot of half attack cards. That's good to know. Very good to know. I gotta take this and hope more instinct comes out like this one. This would also be good because it's got an instinct trigger. Taking a sidekick. I'm not going to be able to afford any of this stuff, though, is the problem. I was thinking of healing this wound by discarding this. But then the right side would need to discard a card. And I don't want it to. I'm hoping with this sidekick I can draw 2 shield agents and buy this. That's very unlikely to happen. I could discard the trooper. And then if I fail to draw 2 agents, I will draw at least 1 attack card. Okay. I'm going to heal this by discarding this card and having this side discard this card. And then I will buy 3 solid objects. Player reveals their hand, reveals the fewest Deadpool Friends cards are tied for the fewest gains a wound. So this side gains the wound. I'm going to start by drawing 2. Oh, and this gives me Wounded Fury. So I'm at 5. Now this is a problem. I can't fight you. Otherwise I would have to KO one of these, which I don't want to do. I'm gonna take this one. I don't have a way to trigger it yet, but this will help me afford this and this. And you're at 6 because of Apocalypse, so I can't fight you either. I can't KO this card. That's just a terrible idea. Abomination. What does that do again? Gains attack equal to the attack of the hero in the HQ directly beneath it. Okay, cool. Ambush. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. That's unfortunate, because that's the only card I could have picked. Alright, I have 5.5 attack. And 2 recruit. I'm going to fight Phalanx for 3. I'm going to choose not to reveal and KO this. I guess I'm buying solo. Doing a tech deck. I don't have enough range to care about this card. I might buy an officer. The city's pretty chunky. Or I could heal the wound. I'm gonna buy an officer. It's the last one I'm buying though. Master Strike. Each player reveals their hands, puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. Oh. Might just buy a 2 attack card. Yeah. I do have, like, wound synergy. I don't think that wound synergy is good enough to not heal 2 wounds here. Alright, this side gets a wound because this side has 2 Deadpool friends. Does the top card of your deck have a gun in the art? If so, draw that gun. Hey, it does have a gun in the art. How about that? Whoops, that was not quite what I meant to do. And I can move a villain to an adjacent city space. Or is one of the ones that... Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna swap these guys around. Fight you for 8. Yep. I didn't have another 4 horsemen for the revenge. And then 4 recruit. Do you have a gun? No. Wait, this one has a gun. The synergies. This game's funny. I might buy an officer. One officer. Do you have a gun? Is that thing in the holster on her right a gun? Probably. Looks like a knife. What am I doing? Master Strike. Each player reveals and puts all heroes cost 1 or more on top of their deck. Well, that made this turn simple. Not buying another officer, am I? Fucking piece of shit. My next turn's gonna be great, though. You'll see. Oh, brother. I said I'm not buying any more officers on this side, and I'm not. I'm buying a new recruit. Double Abomination. Ambush. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. If there are no such heroes, then each player gains a wound instead. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. 3 solid objects. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna buy a sidekick. Alright, you have escaped. You do not have an escape effect, so I'm just going to KO. Volstagg? Or 3 solid objects? I'll KO with 3 solid objects, actually. Do I have any wounds in here? I have 1 wounds. So this is 2 attack, and this is 2 attack with Wounded Fury, so I'm at 7 attack. Double Abomination, so you're at 9. I should fight. Pestilence is one of the lose cons, right? Yes, okay, so I'm gonna fight this one just because it's so unlikely that this actually hits a card that costs 1 or more. I didn't have any, right? Yep, so the revenge doesn't take effect yet. So I fight this for 7. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, discards each that costs 1 or more, and puts the rest back in any order. Yeah, this is important because I'm drawing a gun with guns on my guns. I'll have 5.5 recruit. If I get another recruit, I can buy Nowhere to Hide, so I should have put this one on top. Yeah. 4 recruit. Scarred Past. Scheme Twist, so the right side gets a wound. Alright. Ah, my stupid things. Play this. Does the top card of your deck have a gun in the art? If so, draw that gun. He sure does have a gun. Look at that gun. Wow. I can push one of you back 1. I mean, I might as well, right? It doesn't really matter. That's fine. How did I become a tech gun deck? Okay, I do have a 4 horsemen, so you have 4 horsemen revenge, so you're at 7. I should still fight you. I should fight this one, because this gives me this. That would let me push Famine back more one. Yeah. And you do have an instinct, so the fight effect doesn't matter. Rest by city movie. Move a villain to an adjacent city space. If a villain is already there, swap them. And 6 recruit, I'm buying the gun. I mean that gun. I'm a gun deck. Okay, I have a 4 horsemen, so the 4 horsemen get +1, so you're at 7. Double abomination, you're at 10. So I can only fight you for 3. So I don't reveal, and I KO this, and when you rest the spice and patrol the sewers, if it's empty, you get +2 recruit. I could take Merc's Gotta Get Paid because it's instinct. I kind of want it on the left, though, to help me trigger my halves. Take 3 solid objects, just as a recruit card. I can just take this card and always face it. That seems pointless, though. Like, I don't have anything that synergizes with knowing what card's on top of my deck. I'm just gonna buy 2 new recruits and regret that choice. Well, that's the last Master Strike, at least. Oh boy, my next turn's gonna be great. I'll take Merc's Gotta Get Paid. It's a half card for all my other half cards. It's a gun card for my gun card. 2 recruit, sidekick. Yeah, I got the good one. Alright, 1, 2, I can have 7 recruit this turn. I like that idea. I'm going to say tech. Oh. I should have not played this yet. I mean, I didn't do anything with it. I can just say I played it after this. Alright, 5 attack. Can't fight you, can't fight you. You're Inhuman Rebellion? I think I have an Inhuman Rebellion in here, right? I sure don't. So I could fight you. Can't fight you. Gonna fight you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've KO'd, I think, 1 from this side so far. So there are 4 0 costs left. So it's more likely I hit a 1 cost or more. So I'm going to say Omega. Oh wait, you have Abomination. No, that's fine. Yeah, you're still at 5, and I don't have any Inhuman Rebellions. I'm going to say 1. Yeah, I drew it. 3 more attack, which actually doesn't do anything. Unfortunate. Can buy you for 7. Guns! This is a funny deck. Everybody hates Deadpool. This side actually has no Deadpool cards, so they both gain a wound. Alright, 1 attack, draw a card. 2 attack, Wounded Fury, which get 1, 2 wounds. 7 attack, 5 recruit. You're at 8. I have 1 4 horseman in here, right? Yes, so you're at 7. You're at 9. You don't have an instinct. I would need to discard a card. I think I'm fine with that. I'm going to fight this for 7. Fight, each other player reveals an instinct hero or discards a card. 5 recruit. I think I'm going to buy solar energy. It sounds stupid, but I want to keep the city moving along a little bit more. And I can just keep phasing it over and over and over again. And I'm going to buy a new recruit. I don't think I'm winning, but this is a lot of fun. This deck is super fun. Okay, ambush. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. Fight, gain a hero from the... Put this one on the bottom. More guns. I'm having so much fun with the left deck. I don't know if it's good, but it's hilarious. It's a gun deck. What do you mean you've never built a gun deck before? Alright, 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. I can move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain was already there, swap them. Gonna push you back. How am I looking on revenge? I have 2 horsemen and a phalanx. So the horsemen get +2 and the phalanx gets +1. This is the best time I have to use this. Because he doesn't have his abomination. Gain a hero from the HQ with no attack icon that costs 4 or less. Okay, I'm going to fight you for 5. Which will give me this card. Re-recruit. I can't buy this. I have 1 strength card. I don't have enough to do that. So I'm going to buy a new recruit. Okay. 2 attack, and I'm going to move you back 1. 3.5 attack. 3.5 attack, and does the top card of your deck have a gun in the art? If so, draw that gun. It does have a gun. Look at that gun. Gonna fight Apocalypse. 12. Each other player KOs 2 heroes from their discard pile that each cost 1 attack, 1 recruit or more. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's awful. Not a fan of that happening. Okay, 1 attack, draw a card. Need to phase this card. This has got to be a healing turn, right? Like, I do have the Wounded Fury stuff. I can't... It's not good enough to keep 3 wounds. No, I'm healing. Alright, this guy has escaped. He does not have an escape effect, so I only need to KO something from in here. I'm going to KO this one. Whenever I defeat a villain in the sewers or rooftop this turn, draw 2 cards. I believe I have 1 phalanx. Yes, I have 1 henchman, so you're at 4. I'm going to fight you for 4. Choose not to reveal and KO this. And whenever I defeat a villain in the sewers or rooftops this turn, I draw 2. Could phase this. Or I could play it to buy both of these. I'm going to phase it. I still get to buy both of them, and now I have a better card next turn. Three attack isn't enough to do anything. I'm going to phase this card. Draw 2. KO'd all my wounds last turn, it's unfortunate. 5 attack. Is that enough to do anything? You have Abomination, you have Abomination. I think I have 1 phalanx. Yeah, so you're at 4. I could KO this card. I fight you for 4. KO this. 5 recruits. Mood swings. I'm gonna say tech, even though I'm pretty sure both of these are gray. Oh. I'm gonna buy this for 6. Alright, war has escaped. Each player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound. This side reveals this. This side reveals this. Okay. I'm not sure if I should be getting more wounds or not. I believe I have 2 phalanxes now. Yeah, so you're at 5. These abominations make it so I can't fight them, so I'm gonna buy this card. Scheme twist. This side has 2 Deadpool, this side has 0. Okay. I cut a villain's attack in half, and I cut the mastermind's attack in half for 1 fight this turn. War has escaped. Okay, so you're cut in half. You're at 6. I should have phased this first. I have 2 4 horsemen, 1 Inhuman Rebellion, and 2 phalanxes. So you're at 9. You're at 8. You're at 7. You're at 9. Oh no, plus 2. So you're at 11. I'm gonna cut. You're at 8, so I'm gonna cut you in half and make you at 4. Okay, and I'm gonna phase this card. Fight you for 4. Fight, rescue bystanders equal to the printed attack of the hero in the HQ space under lineage, so that's 4. Hate that. Do you have a gun? No. I love this deck, it's so stupid. Gonna buy you for 2. Do you have a gun? No. Buy this one for 3. Buy you for 2. This deck is so stupid, I love it. Alright. You have escaped. Each player reveals their hand and KOs one of their heroes that costs 1 or more. One more escape and I lose. You do not have an escape effect. I just need to... Oh, I needed to KO something from this guy escaping too. So this KOs this and this KOs this. Alright, to recruit, I'm going to say tech. And then 3.5 attack. I reveal the top card of my deck. Does it have a gun in the art? If so, draw it. It sure do. Another one. Another gun. I have 2 phalanxes, so I can fight you for 3. Fight KO one of my heroes, I'm going to KO you, and I'm going to fight this for 5, and KO this. Then with 5 recruit, I'm going to buy this card. And do you have a gun? How dare you not have a gun? I'm going to buy you anyways. Ambush. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. If there are no such heroes, each player gains a wound. How am I doing on wounds? I have 1. 2 attack. I can move a villain. It doesn't really matter since the death already escaped, but I'll just do this anyways. 2 attack, Wounded Fury. 2 attack, Wounded Fury. 9 attack, 3 recruit. Can't fight you. Double Abomination means you're at 7 plus 1, so I can fight you. KO one of your heroes with no attack icon. 3 recruit, I'm buying this one. Defeat a villain in the sewers or rooftop. I draw 2. You're at 4. Plus 2. So you're at 6. I'm going to fight you for 6. Fight, rescue bystanders equal to the printed attack. That would be 1. And I draw 2. Am I still at 2 phalanx? 1, 2, 3. No, I can't fight you. 2 failing, so I'm going to fight you for 5. KO this. Phase this card. And I can move a villain to an adjacent city space. I'm gonna swap these guys. Alright, these cost 6 to fight. I'm gonna fight it for 6. I'm going to choose to reveal a tech hero so I don't need to KO anything, and whenever I defeat a villain in the sewers or rooftops, I draw 2. Twice. This is my 3rd half, so it's only 1.5. I'm going to phase this card. Oh. I'm going to say tech. I'm going to phase this card. You're at 7 now because that. I'm going to fight you for 7. KO this and draw 4. And gain 2 recruits. Yep. Then 1 attack, draw a card. I'm going to heal this wound by giving it to the player on my left. I'm going to cut you in half. You're currently at 7 plus 9. 9. So now you're at 4.5, and I cut Apocalypse in half for 1 fight this turn. And I'm going to phase this card. Ah, but it doesn't have a gun in the artwork. No! Okay, I'm fighting Apocalypse for 6. If this is not the final tactic, rescue 6 bystanders and shuffle this tactic back into the other tactics. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. That's some bullshit right there. Look, you need to attack him so many times. I'm gonna fight you for 4.5. I played an extra half, so this is 4. Fight. Each other player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, discards each of those that cost 1 or more, and puts the rest back in any order. And then I draw 4 and gain 2 recruit. I'm going to phase this card. All right. I'm glad I got to do some really cool stuff with this deck before the game ended. Gain a wound and transform this into Raging Savage. So this is 3 attack plus Wounded Fury. I have 1, 2, 3 wounds. This is 3 attack and Bridge Conqueror 3. Oh wait, I did this first to move you here. We're gonna fight Apocalypse for 12. Each other player plays a 4 horseman villain from their victory pile as if playing it from the villain deck. Alright, this is the final turn. If I don't win this turn, then it is a tie. Which I'm going to count as a loss for the whole removing masterminds and schemes from the randomization thing. Let's see if I can win this turn. I doubt it. Okay. Does the top card of your deck have a gun in the art? If so, draw that gun. I'm going to phase this card. Yeah. Yeah, I lose. Or tie or whatever. This deck was so much fun. It's so stupid. The gun deck. What do you mean you've never played a gun deck before? It's the quintessential Marvel Legendary archetype. The gun deck. I'm not even upset that I lost. This was just so much fun. Guns on my guns deck. It was very silly. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.